Okay. Nobody's watching. That's fine. I got a lot of fish to cut today, even though I've already cut well over 1,000 pounds while I was at work. I got a lot of exciting stuff for you. First, I gotta take care of the same kind of fish I did last time, but more of them. Yeah, more red salmon. Should be washing these. My girlfriend went dip netting again. She did really good. I was at work, cutting the same type of fish I got here. I like to let these rest for a couple of days. Makes them a lot easier to cut. This is a female. Hello to the one person watching. I just started. Put the eggs in here. Smells fine. Okay. I'm pretty much just going to do all fillets, pretty much. Yeah, I might do some steaks too. Well, first fillet, I already screwed it up. That's fine. You know, I've already cut like 300 pounds of these today, just at work, and that's the first one I screwed up that badly. That's fine. Just fix it. Simple. Put that one in thirds. The majority of these I'm gonna be portioning them. Yeah. I can't talk. Hello there. I got more red salmon, and I also got some other cool stuff later for whenever I get the rest of this done. My buddy gave me some other fish for me to cut. These are mine. It's just I happen to botch this one slightly, and that's how you fix it. Oh, so that's just dripping in my boot. Water. No one's perfect when it comes to cutting fish. I don't care who you are. I say this all the time. Yes, my knife is sharp this time, just like it was last time. Let's see. Clutters, how's it going? Thank you for the gift. Let's get out a bigger one. This looks like a female too. Just gonna set that over there. Some parts of Alaska, these are a dime a dozen this time of year. Other parts, you ain't got shit. Can't fish for anything in some places. Alaska is highly regulated when it comes to fishing. Now I know you guys can see how I'm scraping the meat like that. Well, scraping the fish. So that way I can get the slime off of it. And I don't have to worry about making more. Yeah, sorry. It's kind of hard to talk sometimes. Introducing more moisture to make more slime. Claudette, you're very nice. If you have any content, give yourself a shout out. Go ahead. Have at it. It's still good to wash the juice off of these. You know, just as a preventative measure, scrape it. If I had a squeegee to wipe the board clean, I would, but I'm not really worried about it. Wow. Why do I keep doing that? Whatever. When salmon are more fresh, the bones are a lot harder. So the texture feels different on the knife. Wow. Can't believe I just did that. Holy shit. I'm not even drunk. Whatever. It's fine. It's all fixable. My girlfriend and I's fish anyway. Not off to a good start here, but whatever. See, you can always, it's fine if you make mistakes as long as you can fix it. And I fix my mistakes as long as I didn't screw up too badly. You know what I'm saying? I've got quite a few of these, so I'm going to be here for a little while. So just relax, hang out, and ask me any questions whenever you need. You know what I'm saying? What's your trick to catching them? Well, these are caught by dip netting. That's why the fin's cut. That's just part of the regulation. The trick to that is buy a dip net, buy an Alaska state fishing license, and make sure you get your dip netting permit. And go stand not too deep and wait for the fish to get into the net, because they just blindly swim into it. They'll try and get out of it, but if you got the right technique, they won't. This is how I fillet all my salmon for myself. I just cut that out because all of this is edible. If anybody says it's disgusting for salmon, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. About single serving sizes. Just stuff the bag full, and I'll figure out what to do with this at another time. Oh, let's do another big one. You see, I would use all this scraps too, but I've got so much stuff. I don't need all the scraps. I should use them all, but I don't need them all. So I'm gonna try to see what I can get away with using, and what I can get away with freezing and freezing and making into dog food. The wasps are now among us. Yes, I am in Alaska. But like honestly, I actually haven't been dip netting yet necessarily, because I always have to work a lot this time of year because I'm filleting fish like this all the time. This is a nice male. Sperm sacs. Ladies chime in. They make a facial wash out of these things, which I think is disgusting. Whoever thinks that's appealing should literally go straight to jail. No trial. There's people that eat them too. Now, like I've shown before, this is my preferred method of cutting red salmon. Down the back like that, right to pin bones. I'm also being very careful because these fish are really slippery when they're really fresh. That happens sometimes, whatever. Can't expect perfection all the time. Besides, when in a commercial setting, These red salmon are not going to be this fresh by the time you get them most of the time, unless you're working for a plant that has their own boats. That's a whole different story. Oh, you can see how wet this is. Yeah, that's better. Oh. Wow. It's fine. They're still nice and fresh. See, just fix the mistake. No reason to make fun of somebody for cutting fish. You know, making a mistake while they're cutting fish, even though they do this all the time. Unless they're at work trying to show off. I'm at home doing myself and my buddy a favor. You in Michigan? Nope, I'm in Alaska. These are reds. These aren't kokanee salmon. Should wash my glove off. That's part of the problem. It's good to wash the slime out of your glove by spraying water directly into it and then doing this with your hand. That'll make the surface of your hand a bit, you know, give you a little bit more friction once you get the water out of it. Scrape the surface like that. Much better. Sometimes I'll do that by accident. It's fun. The fish I work with at work are a lot softer than this, but they're also not as slimy. So those fish are going to be a bit easier to cut in some ways, but actually more difficult in others. These are easy because the fish is nice and firm. You don't have to worry about it splitting on you too much. Problem is the bones are harder and they're a lot slimier. So inherently they're gonna inherently be a lot harder to handle. Okay. That's the first bag. Oh. Oh, can I close it? Can I close it? Holy shit, can I close it? Yes, I can. Getting the flies away from this. And drop it in. Jump back. And jump back. Make sure you ice your fish, folks. If it gets a little wet, it's fine. At least your fish is cold. Stupid. This little one, I don't want to fillet this because I know it's going to be a pain in the ass and I don't really like small fillets. So, cut that straight off this time. Keep running to the fin. Oh, it's a little female. Cool. All these eggs I'm going to be saving for bait. I don't eat red salmon eggs. They have way too many worms in them. So I don't want nothing to do with that. I would scale this if it was a king salmon because their scales are a lot thicker, but I'm not gonna scale it. Probably gonna stake a few of these fish in a row. I just look for the small ones. Smaller fish inherently are always harder to cut. Let me look at the chat real quick because I haven't looked at that in quite a while. Damn. No, not really. You're coming to Alaska in 10 days? Okay. Silver season opens after the 14th. And those are always fun. I know they're starting to run in some places already. 38 people watching. Thank you. Thank you, Keep It Real. I just looked at the chat. Yeah, I definitely packed it in there. What's my name? Well, my name's Matt. But that's all you're going to know about my name. Nice to meet you. That's how you cut steaks. Real simple like that. As you get to the fin, cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. Salmon steaks. You'll find these in the store, or no, you'll find these in the store in Alaska for about $15.99 a pound for these. Fillets about, well, nah, probably, yeah, like $15.99. Fillets are going to be about $2 more a pound. Yeah. I got cooler stuff later. It's not all salmon. I'm just processing these because these need to be cut. These need to get cut first. All right, let's do another steak. That's a scar from an animal trying to eat it. Something's scraping it. I doubt it. Well, it might have been a snag too. Someone tried snagging it, which in Alaska, in some places at certain times of year, is legal in salt water and brackish water, and only like 2 places in Alaska. Oh, there's a lot of females in here. Oh yeah. I should have done this with the first one. All this chyme stuff, you can just get that out of there. Just run your thumb up the top part of it. That's best to do when you're trying to eat fish whole. That way you don't have no funny, like, I don't know, some funny taste left over in there. I usually don't really care too much because I won't eat that part because of, I don't know, for me the taste doesn't really bleed into the rest of the fish like it does for some people. Okay. I'm actually not going to do steaks on this. I changed my mind. I'm going to do a butterfly. Now, the way you do this is way different from how you fillet it. Some people do fillet it like this too, but I don't go past a certain point. Cut through the rib cage. Sometimes I like to get it started like that just so I can see where it's at. Cut on top of the anal fin. Go back this way. I'll get it halfway. Cut over those bones until you can see the spine. Don't cut through the other side. It doesn't have to look pretty because it's going to be stuffed, basically. So, get stuffed. It's not going to look pretty, like I said. Don't go all the way through. Flip it, cut on top of this. This is the hard part. You want to be real gentle. And just try not to cut through it. Make sure you open the belly up to see what you're doing. And don't just rip through it. Be careful and be nice and controlled. I don't do this very often, but once in a while I like to stuff these things whole and roll it. They're fun. It's fun to eat something like that. Like I said, it doesn't have to be pretty. I mean, you can just cook it like this if you want. There's nothing wrong with that. Stuff stuff on here. That way you got the whole spine. But for me, the spine's more of an inconvenience. I'm getting a little nervous because there's more and more wasps coming around me. This doesn't have to be pretty anyway. Okay. I'll leave the fins in. Just want to cut the rib cage out. I know it looks messy, and it is. But that's fine. Like, I would never recommend filleting salmon like this if you're just going to cut them the other way. You'd stuff it, tie it, bake it like that. If this is really tiny, you can just bread this whole thing and fry it if you got enough room. You know, it's pretty dope. So got that in there like that. I'll figure that out later. I'm only going to do one of those because, yeah. It's going to be delicious. Yes, it will be. Thank you very much. It's nice to hear that people like what I'm doing. I'm going to fillet this one. It's a nice fish. I am going to keep one of the fish that I cut with the fillets whole because I'm setting it off to the side for my girlfriend's friend. But she wants me to bone it. You know, pull the bones out of it, which is fine. Problem is, I can't seem to find the tweezers I have at home to use for this. I'm not cutting the bones out. Yeah, I'm gonna be making a lot of smoked salmon, a lot of dried salmon with this. That happens. I try not to do that. Nice fish. Yeah, this will be hers. On the next fish I fillet, I'll show you guys a different way to cut salmon. That's a little bit more beginner friendly. Because doing it like this is not exactly the easiest way to do it, but it's my preferred way to do it. But yeah, that's how my fillets look. Yeah, that's how my fillets look. I cut the abdominal fin out, and I just keep everything else on. Plus, when you're holding it, it gives you a place to put your thumb. All right. I would like to do some salted fish too. Yes, it will. Yes, it will be delicious. Definitely fish. Fish! You know what? Let's do a big one for steaks. Why not? Like I said, I wash the fish so that way it's a little bit easier to handle and get the slime off of it. Salmon are notoriously slimy. Just cut this straight off. It's a female. All right. Now, if you guys wanted to use this head, make sure you take the gills out of it. Salmon bones are brittle. Cut it in half, wash it, dry it off, and season it and barbecue it. Wow, they got a lot of parasites in these. Okay. I'm gonna sort through all my scraps after I'm done here because I got a lot of work to do. Not only with this, but the next set of fish that I'm doing. Get all the chyme out of there. The chyme. I'm not worried about this being perfect. Oh shit. I usually like to do 1.5 inch steaks or so. That way they don't dry out unless I'm going to deep fry them. Then if I can, I'll try and do some type of razor thin steak. But you can't always have what you want, can you? It's so easy. People would save so much money and have so much better connection with their food if they would, like, especially with their fish, if they would just cut their own fish. So simple. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Have a good day. Thank you. It's come to me. It's been a long time. Oh, what's going on, Zane? How you been? If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I hate saying that. Later in the stream, I'm going to be doing a couple of halibut, a few rockfish, and a couple of cod. So that's going to be fun. Okay. This one, I'm going to cut like someone who's a little bit less experienced with cutting fish will cut. Sometimes. It depends on your method. This is just the easier way to cut salmon for most people. A lot of people will leave the collarbones on. I'm still going to cut the head off. Not worried about it. I don't need it. For me, it's in the way. Sometimes you can't get you really just have to cut the heads off of certain types of fish. Okay. Open the belly up. Put your knife on top of the spine. Make sure the fish is level. Like that. You want these to be as smooth a cuts as possible. That's how people do it typically. Now, it's fun. You get a good result out of it. But I'll show you why I don't like doing it here in a second. I don't like doing it this way here in a second. You get a pretty smooth cut out of it. The yield's not the best. And it seems efficient, right? Watch. What a lot of people will do, well, what I'll do most of the time, is basically I'll try to This is how I cut like fish when they're completely frozen. Now that doesn't seem, it seems fine, right? But then you gotta trim this off. Now, when you're cutting fish in a fish house when they're a little older, like the fish are gonna be softer and more tend to crack, like more of a tendency to split and crack. This becomes a lot more difficult. Well, one thing you probably notice is that this is, well, it's pretty user-friendly. It's a user-friendly method, basically. Let's see. I want to make a shitload of dry fish. So, it's not going to work that way. No. Sorry, there's a wasp right next to me. A few of them. They seem a little thick, but that's okay. My girlfriend's out working right now, so I didn't make a brine or nothing like that to accompany all this. Shit. Hold on one second. All right, I got more bags. Get off of there. Not even gonna bother boning it. Just toss it in. Oh wait, not that nice, stupid. Yeah, that's not working. I don't do it like this often. I was cutting them like they were larger portions, not like they were not like they were strips. Suka. Have a good night. You got a 10. Oh, wipe. Damn. That's crazy. This one will be steaks too. I don't want to make this one dried fish. Shit. I mean, do it that hard, buddy. My finger broke through the rib cage and went into the meat a little bit. Whatever. Yeah. Come on. Because I'm right-handed, this is the angle we're going with. Plus also, oop, didn't cut the fin off. Whatever. Doesn't matter. There you go. Now you guys can see it. Oh, shit. Definitely not farm raised. I've had people comment saying that quite a bit. Not this stream, I don't think, because I haven't really looked at the chat very much. But in the past, it has happened quite a few times. I've had people saying what I'm doing is animal abuse, which is hilarious. Get in there. I had to drain this thing. The cooler that all the fish is in. It's getting really slimy now. Only 17 people watching. That's different. Well, yeah, I'll definitely get a lot of subscribers. Whatever. I wish I had a better angle for all you guys, and also somebody here helping me. That would be nice. But you know, life doesn't always end up how you want it to be. My girlfriend's working right now, so she can't help. Fucking people. Is this table at a weird angle or something? I haven't tried doing it that way in a while. Oh, that's why I stopped doing it that way. Okay. Not with this fish. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll do these ones in a different direction. Yeah. See which way I like better. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. So how's everybody doing today? There's definitely gonna be bones in this. Well, a lot of like protruding bones. It's fine, whatever. Yeah. I don't like cutting them that way. It's just a pain in the ass. I bet the texture's better. We'll just have to see. But for the purposes of this stream, I'm just gonna get on with it and do this however easier way I can. Oh, and there's a lot more fish to go. I'm just getting started. I mean, at work, I already cut 1,000 pounds of fish today. Oh, it's starting to get a little itchy now because the bugs are everywhere. Yeah. Ooh, shit. So the 12 people that are watching, y'all want anything from the gas station? Y'all want anything from the gas station? Yeah. Let's just get on with this because I still have another probably 100 pounds of fish to cut after this, and they're not the same as this at all. So you guys have to keep watching and stick around for a little while because things are going to get messy. They already are. Yeah, I thought I was cutting down too low. Yeah. Whoops. So who's watching from where? Make yourself known. It's really hard to see my screen, to be perfectly honest with you guys, because it's really bright out here. Some gas. Yeah, no shit. Ireland. Oh, you guys got that Atlantic salmon over there. Are you guys actually allowed to fish for Atlantic salmon, like wild Atlantic salmon, or you're only allowed to have farm raised there? Because farm raised salmon is disgusting. Just being completely honest. I know Gordon Ramsay advocated for a while, Probably does it now. Wild salmon. The only sustainable source. You muppet. I love Gordon Ramsay. He's cool. I probably never want to work for him. Not for an extended period of time. Enough to learn what I need to learn and get out. It's atypical. Smells like the ocean, kind of. Smells like Alaska. All right. Yeah. I know cutting fish is pretty repetitive. You know? It's fine. Oh, yeah, it's a nice one. Oh, shit. I spoke a little too soon, but it's fine. Oh. What? Oh, sorry. It's so hard to read the chat. The sun's right in my eyes. Oh, my brightness is all the way up too. Damn it. Damn it. I can't read it. I can't let this fish sit around. Sorry about that. I don't know. Should I ramble? Maybe? Well, actually, I could just go get my other phone and then play the chat in front of me so that way I can actually read this shit. You know what? After I finish this fish, I will. Yeah, that might work actually. Well, what I could do is, after I'm done with this, I'll restart the stream. I'll take myself a few minute break because I'm getting a little hot after I'm done with the salmon. So I know the other fish is definitely cold still. I'm trying to move a little faster now. Well, I really don't want any of this to go bad. Eggs. In there. Yeah. No, I feel bad for not being able to read you guys' chat, so give me 1 second. Okay. Come on, go on my channel. Oh, finally, one of the fish you started to go. Thank you, finally. I have halibut. Sorry. Rockfish and Pacific cod, I believe. I haven't really looked in the cooler. That was way more annoying than I thought it was going to be. Right here. Yep. I know I'm abiding by the rules. I'm not doing anything wrong, YouTube. This is perfectly natural. Oh boy, there's a lot of fish. Kind of want to do some. Oh shit! I kind of want to do some salted salmon. What do you guys think? I mean, salted cod's a thing. You know, salted salmon would be good. Imperishable. Probably grind it into a spice of some kind. Essence of Alaska. You know, sell it for $40 for a 1 ounce container. All right. I don't eat seafood, but I love the ocean and its inhabitants for one reason. You know, thank you. It's it is fascinating. All the different types of methods and of all the different types of fish we can eat, like the methods to filleting fish and all the methods we have. Yeah, it's cool. Sometimes I'll do it like this. But I'll just cut that off. Eggs. Gonna have plenty of bait this year. Definitely gonna be slaying some silvers this year. The run's supposed to be pretty good. I think estimated number for a run this year was like 4 million. It's really not that bad. It could be better. But people tend to be like all salmoned out by that time. I like silvers. Silvers are good for other stuff besides red salmon. That red salmon and king salmon aren't really good at. Well, king salmon you can kind of just do whatever. Wait, what am I doing, stupid? Steaks are so easy to cook. They're basically idiot proof. As long as you dry them off and season them well, yeah, it's all good. Just don't swallow the bones. Leave a tail roast like that. I might have like 5 salmon left to go. Let's see. I'm not gonna count, but 5, 6. Oh, it's another tiny one. A really tiny male. But Miss Fingers, thank you. You have any questions for me? Not to mention, I do know how to fillet over 200 different types of fish. You know, I'm not the perfect fish cutter, but, oh, wait a minute. No, I didn't even do it in the last one. I don't care. Fuck it. I mean, you can do this in any order you want. It doesn't really matter. If I'm doing like a real shitload of these, I'll stick to the same order every single time. But this is not a lot of fish to me. I mean, hell, I cut way more than this at work today. Even with the fish that I have still in store that you guys haven't seen yet. Ooh, this is definitely a female. It's got a fat belly. I remember to do it this time. Yeah, there we go. I'm not worried about this being perfect, so whatever. It's really not a big deal. Just no thanks. I don't like that. Do you fillet the big boys? I think this is cool to watch them fillet big bluefin. Yes, I can cut tuna. I have one tuna video on my channel that I made about a year ago. I don't really handle a lot of tuna because where I work we don't sell very much because tuna is expensive and people don't really want that much up here. Swordfish, I've cut a lot of swordfish. Swordfish is not difficult to cut at all. It's big because it's intimidating because it's big, but it's not difficult. That's a really easy big fish. Shark is more difficult to cut than swordfish. Let's see, grouper. That's simple. One of the fish I have later is actually kind of like grouper and snapper. It's in the same order of fish, rockfish, which is also in the thumbnail of this video. I told my buddy if he caught a dogfish, I want it. Dogfish are a very common nuisance shark here. They're small, but from what I've been told, they taste pretty damn good. We definitely don't have a shortage of them, that's for sure. Okay. Is there a couple of gel packs in there? Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Oh no, what the hell? Oh, my phone went funny. Hold on a second. I gotta be able to see the chat now. No. No. There we go. Set it back here again. All right, cool. We are back in business. Yeah. This will be dried fish. Salmon heads are very easy to cut off all the time. You know, for the 12 people that are watching, you guys want anything from the gas station? the stream I'm watching is really delayed. So your chats might not, your chats are going to be a few seconds behind before they get answered if you have any questions. Starting to smell a little bit over here now. Shit. I gotta slice these, dumbass. This time my girlfriend wants them with the skin on. So that's how I'm gonna do it. I do like the texture skin off better. Seems like more of a cracker. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out. Get out. I'll wash it off afterward anyway. Yeah. I mean, I love the ocean. I also like to eat it. And, you know, take care of it like this. Especially eating it. I love that part. That's the best part. Making money off of it is nice. Okay, that's enough for that one. Oh, shit. More fillets. Brian, if you happen to be watching, I'm gonna get into your fish here in a second. I don't have too many more of these. See, sometimes it's real easy like that. Other times it's not. Cutting that off. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do with that in a second. Still relatively easy. Okay. This little feather bone off here. Okay. As long as you are doing it the right way, that's what matters. That's correct. Following the rules and not being a dick to other fishermen. Unless they're being dicks. Then, you know, that's their problem. It's not hard to skin salmon. Smooth as fuck with it. These are also going to be dried fish. Oops. I've also skinned like 300 pounds of salmon fillets today too. So I'm already well past warmed up. Trust me. Doesn't have to, you don't have to worry about in this with how new these fish are, you don't have to worry about them being too you don't have to worry about them being too fragile. When the fish are older, that's when things are different. Oh, I love the way that looks in the sun. With polarized lenses on. Looks pretty sick. Because this is going to be dried fish, otherwise known as fish jerky. I'm not really worried about the bones in there, because they're going to dehydrate and become really brittle too. All right. Another one. I'm going to do another, at least another fish, maybe two like that. That way you guys can see, you know, skinning that fish is not exactly a fluke. Eggs. As long as you're doing it the right way, that's what matters. Okay. That's still the same chat that's been there for a little while. So I still can't see the next chat, so bear with me and just, you know, enjoy yourself. These fish being yeah, they're just the right texture to skin really easily for the most part. When they're brand new, they're kind of hard to skin, but when they get after a certain age, they become pretty easy. By that I mean, by age I mean number of days dead, because that's when the fish are aging, not while they're still living. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. And I have a pretty standard way of trimming, as you can tell. That's how I like to do it. Make a mistake, fix it. I do have a very sharp knife, by the way. I think everyone else died in the chat. Yeah, maybe. It's fine. Whatever. Doesn't matter too much to me. I got hung up on the skin somewhere. That's how you know I'm a fish cutter. That's my hand extension right there. Keep the skin flat by holding your finger like this. See? It forces the skin to stay flat. The silvery stuff, that's just the silver skin, which helps hold the fish in. Helps hold the fish on by where it's at. I want to see if it's faster doing it this way. Yeah, a little bit. suka. So many flies. Man. Kind of makes you want to have one of those automatic fish slicers. Not really. No, I don't want to do it that way. I actually have a somewhat unique edge on this knife too. So that way I can do more versatile cuts with it. I'll show you guys sometime if you're interested. Oh shit. Ooh, I almost cut through my cutting glove there for a second. I'm stupid. Oh, finally. Last one. And it's a little one. That's 21 salmon. When I've already done about 100 of them today at work. So a super chat, you know, would be nice. I haven't gotten one of those in a very, very long time. I see some of these other YouTubers, like some of these OnlyFans chicks that are like, I heard they're shutting down OnlyFans actually. Some of these OnlyFans women that are, you know, people are throwing hundos at them just for sitting in a chair. And then their cuck husband standing behind them going, yeah, thank you. Thank you for buying my kids gifts. Trolling the guys that just chipped their wife $100 bill. Like, come on, bro. You gotta have some more. You gotta have some more, you know, intelligence and pride to be a man to put up with that. Thank you, Zyro. How you been? Well, it sounds like you're in the wrong profession. What profession should I be in? Should I be in like an OnlyFans model? But you know, call it OnlyFins. That name's already taken. I've already looked. I see the group on Facebook. Oh, this one got snagged at one point. It's fine. It's a small scar. But yeah, I'm hoping to go fishing tomorrow. Maybe on the canoe, maybe not. I gotta see what my girlfriend wants to do. So I'm not just gonna leave her at home. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing good, man. Thanks. I mean, thanks for tuning in. This is gonna happen to everybody. The skin broke on you. It's fine. It's not a hard fix. Turn the fillet backwards and find the end spot. Just start again. But you're gonna notice that it's actually gonna come off a little bit easier this way. Why? I don't know. See? It's like it never happened. No sweat. Some people will slice the fish this way. No. Yeah. They seem like they are thick slices, but that's the point. You need a very sharp knife to do that. My knife's not perfectly sharp, but it's sharp enough. Sharp enough to do. Oh, happened again. Here's a good learning experience for you. The skin broke here, and then I was about to rip that way. Now, you could, if you didn't want to go from this side, you could hold it like this and try to correct it. So that way you can see what you're doing. Depending on the fish, you might have to do this, you might not. But salmon, the skin's really thin, so it doesn't really work that way. Unless it's king salmon, you can easily get away with that. Start at the back and you can go backward. And it's almost like nothing happened. My pleasure. Yeah, I know, it's been a while, man. This is sockeye salmon, or red salmon as it's known as up here. Because sockeye is 2 syllables and we don't want to say sockeye every time, because honestly it's kind of a dumb name. Sockeye salmon. I don't know. Somebody ruined the name. I don't know who it was, but it's not me. I take no accountability for my actions. Of course. Let's see. There's probably like 70 pounds of salmon inside of this cooler that's sitting right here. I'm just going to put all this stuff in there. Plenty of eggs to make some bait, which I'll make another bait video at some point. That's that in there. And yeah, that one's done. Oh boy. Now time to get to the cool stuff that some of you have been waiting for. Oh, it definitely does. Okay, cool. My phone went a little haywire because the screen was wet. Stupid. Okay. Now we're going to get to the cool stuff. Give me a second. I'm going to start with a familiar one to get warmed up. Because there's one fish inside of this tote, inside this cooler, that I've never cut before. But this one I have a lot of experience with. You might have seen this on the internet. This is yellow eye rockfish. Some people call it rock bass. It's not a bass. It's not. This is not a cichlid like bass or tilapia. I don't know the name of I don't know the name exactly, but they're a very distant cousin of snapper and grouper, which you'll see the resemblance here in just a second. The way I cut these fish is I, of course, cut the head off first. These ones are more fresh than the other one, so it's gonna be quite stiff. Point the gill plate towards the table. Make an arrow down. Twist and pull. Easy. My buddy doesn't want the heads. Cut the gut open. If you want to, you can pop the swim bladder. These ones are pretty slimy and they're quite stiff. So this might be a little bit of a pain in the ass to cut, but it's okay. I gotta wash it real good. Oh shit. Idiots. Got my phone wet again. Sorry. I'm so retarded. Come on. There we go. Now I can actually see it. There we go. Oh yeah, it definitely tastes good. Okay. You see my fat jiggle on camera. These I cut similar to salmon, but it's also way different at the same time. These are much bonier, which you can't get as much yield off of these, so they don't have as much meat on them. But the good thing is you got more guides to be able to cut around the bones. Most people cut through the rib cage. I cut around it. Break the pin bones and just basically, I'm doing this really slow for you guys. I'm also being careful because this isn't my fish. This belongs to my buddy, and they don't want to give up the they don't want to give up the rockfish. So I might take. He said I might. He said I can have a fish, but I'll probably take a cod. The belly on that's really thin, so I just cut it out, and that's one fillet. Flip it over. The fin wants to go up into the knife. You'll have to push it down. Come on. There we go. I just get it started because these fish are pretty stiff. Back to the spine. Over the spine. Release the tail. Open up. Open up. Break pin bones. Carve around the belly. And off the anal fin. So simple. Nobody do this. You're wasting money. Meat is money. Motherfucker. There's also scales on these, which if you scale it, the meat's really good to eat. The skin's good to eat. But the problem is I don't have a scaler and I don't have a powerful enough hose to scale this with. So give me 1 second. Like I said, this is not my fish, so you skinned it the same way, but the motion's completely different. You do what I call the shimmy. Now there is no meat that goes up into the head, so that's the way that it normally looks. I'll just you cut the bone out of it. See how it looks like a little grouper fillet kind of, or a little snapper fillet. Every type of rockfish is different, so they're all going to have a different yield. They're going to look different on the inside, and the flavor is going to be a little bit different. But they're all going to be delicious, and they're all pretty inexpensive for when you go and buy them. Cut this bone out. I mean, that's enough for 2 people easily. Okay, drop that in there. Let's get another one. It's got some curve to it. Could you imagine, ladies? Man. I'm trying to pull my stream back up so that way I can actually read the chat, because I think it might be Suka. The hell? Yeah, I'm live right now. Yeah, there we go. How you doing, K John? Oh, wrong knife. Stupid. Now I would cheek these fish, like cut the little cheeks out of the throat and the sides, but they're not big enough. It's not worth the hassle. It's gonna be cute little rockfish fillets. You know, I've always thought I should start like a fish processing company, but how I'm doing it right now would definitely not be USDA approved. This has got a thick enough belly to keep, hopefully. These little rockfish can be a little finicky, mostly because the fish is extremely fresh. It's only a day old. Nice, nice. Yeah. Tiny little fillets. There might be I don't know how many of these rockfish there are. Shimmy, 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 shake. I'm just cutting little pin bones out of the middle. These things are tiny. Oh, so cute. So cute. So cute. I don't know if you guys saw some stupid meme. My girlfriend did it on her TikTok at one point. You know what? I'm gonna give you guys something cool. We're gonna do one completely different. I need to wash this off. Thanks, Kate. Thanks, man. Or thank you. Thank you very much. You're gonna like what I got. You're gonna like what I got next coming. I got a few of these, but still not the coolest one, because there's still one on here that I have not done yet. Well, by that I mean I've never filleted this fish before, but not this one. That's a halibut. It's got a black side and a white side. There's no eye on that side. There's two eyes on that side. That's halibut. Oh yeah. course I gotta smack it. Especially the big ones, you gotta smack them. It's the law. Halibut. Still scrape the slime. I'm gonna cheek it. It's not the perfect cheeking job, but whatever. Peel it off of there. Halibut cheek. People pay heavily for those things. Well, for these. Yeah. Okay. I haven't done this in a while, so I had to remember what the hell I was doing. Oh, get the eyeball bone out of there. Another halibut cheek. Okay. Through there. Stab it all the way through. Cut up. I'm doing this to make it easier for myself. Because, oh, it's tiny, tiny, tiny bone that I was stuck on. Yeah. So this way, I can just pull the guts right out. Sushi! Oh, a half-digested fish. Looks like we're going to find some more here. Thank you. I've done this for quite a long time. Make sure you wash the cavity out. I'm not used to cutting halibut this fresh either. So if it doesn't come out perfect, it's not a big deal. But people like to call these small fish chickens because they used to be plentiful and cheap like chicken. No, it's not. Again, this is kind of like salmon, but it's not. It's a flatfish. So there's only certain, for depending on your preference, there's only a certain way you want to start it. I like starting it on the white side. This little fin here, you can hold on to it like it's a little handle. Cut over the spine. Break the rib cage. Release the tail. Swipe once back the other way. This halibut's not difficult to cut. For a flatfish, this is probably the easiest one. On my last live stream, I did or one of my last live streams, I cut a flounder, and that is much more difficult than this. Fin bone, rib cage. There's a lot of parasites in halibut, so you want to basically trim it down to the first one. There's a little bit of worm out of there. Set that off to the side. My buddy wants these skinless, boneless, which is fine. Halibut's easy to skin. Start from the tail. Make your first line up. Find the spine. Finish that. Over the spine. Break the rib cage. Caught on the bone here. Release the tail. Swipe it until it's done. You guys want to hear a really cool sound? Ah. Thanks. I do this all the time. Only difference is the fish I'm filleting at work are more like 40 to 60 pounders usually. I prefer 40 to 60s or 2040s. They're the fastest for me. They're the easiest. Let's put it that way. But 60, 80s, they're a lot to handle. And sometimes you can get some really milky ass meat that's kind of no good. So we freeze those and sell them separately. Or sell them at a separate price to get rid of them. Because after you cook it, you don't notice the difference really. It's a little softer, but it's not that bad. My buddy wants his halibut skin, so that's what we're gonna do. Now you can skin this in loins. I prefer to do it this way. It takes less time. Because instead of getting two fillets, you're skinning one. And yeah, skin comes off, but there's also a little bit of that chain meat that is left on there that I can just pull that off with. You're gonna notice on the black and white side, the membrane is gonna look different. It's white. A little bit of stuff that's gonna fall off anyway. Okay, so he wants 2-pound pieces. That's not really going to be possible with this. So I'm just going to have to just cut it in half like that. Oh. Grab a different bag. Yeah. Well, fuck. Might as well just loin it. Well, they're not all gonna be the same, so whatever. And cut it in half. If I can't do 2-pound portions, I'll do equal sized pieces. Oh yeah. Halibut. Halliburton. Well, this is a little bigger. Not much. Oops. Yeah. A little trick you can use if you happen to have it, you can get some more of the slime off of a lot of fish with hot water. Like if you have a hot water connected to a hose, that works pretty well. You don't need much. You just need to spray it on the surface and then wipe it off. Man, this is so easy to cheek. Nice chunky fish too. Come on. It's a bit of an awkward angle to reach like that, but I also don't have too much room to work with, so I'm doing what I can. Stupid. There we go. They look like they kind of had a street race. Yeah, a little bit. All right. Stab through. Oh. Best way to go is all the way up into the head. This is just a different way to do it if you're looking for yield, like more meat from the fish, like that. They have relatively soft bones too, so you can ratchet it off if you need. And you can use your knife to make you can get the knife to do the work. Okay, by this point, you'll still want to wash it again. As you can see how slippery it is. You want that slime to be gone. And you want a lot of that, you want that blood off of there. Yeah, they're not bled out the best, but it's not a big deal. The fish is beautiful. It's nice and fresh. Scrape the slime off of both sides. My fucking phone keeps doing that. Hold on. I'm trying to be able to read you guys' chats. There we go. Country Carpenter. Thank you. Yeah, same thing. Make your line down the back. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Top of the spine, over the spine, break the rib cage, release the tail, and swipe right. Not hard at all. Now the chain meat on the side, or some people call it, a lot of people call it the skirt. I call it chains because it sounds cooler. When the fish are big enough, you can skin those and make fish nuggets, and they're delicious. But when they're small, they're not really worth it. All they're worth is dried fish, and I don't like dried halibut. You know the fish is fresh when the parasites are still moving. Country Carpenter, how's it going? This is like a about a 10-pound halibut. Nice condition. Oops. Come on. There we go. Sometimes I screw up. It's not a big screw up. I'm not losing any meat. And pop. I pop the spines like that for two reasons. I do it so that way I can have a little bit of fun, I guess, because it's satisfying. And it also saves space in the trash can. You got to do that with a lot of big fish like tuna and sword, halibut, mahi especially. That's a long fucking fish. Amberjack spine, opa, if you know what that is. I've only cut one of those once, but that was pretty cool. It's like a fish, but it's also a cow. Okay. Thank you. I mean, I do this for a living, and I'm paid decently to do it. I wouldn't exactly say well, but definitely paid decently. All right. I'm just gonna do it like this so that way I can show you guys something. You can also skin halibut like this, which makes it a lot easier. Because imagine the friction difference between this and this. I just gotta be careful because my knife's pretty sharp. See? You can kind of skin it like it's salmon at that point. That's a beautiful fucking fish. Luckily, I know the fish is going to stay relatively cold. So I'll just put it back in the cooler that it came out of. Yeah. But if you're, for me, if you're skinning a lot of fish, to me that's less work, because then you don't have to reset and start again. If you catch my drift. Wish I'd call this. This is so fun. Oh, I hope I'm going to be able to close this. Should be. Not as full as the last one. Come on, close, close. Come on, close up. There we go. All right. Let's do another halibut. My buddy got a few of these, which is obviously very apparent. That slime, that's normal. That's what you want to see on your halibut, is a pretty thick coat of slime. This is Alaskan halibut, well, Pacific halibut. This is small. These are small. Come on. One cheek. Come on. There we go. Stab through the armpit and all the way up. One side. And out the other. Gut still attached. Pull them out. And trash. My waste basket is almost full, which is exciting. This usually doesn't happen unless I'm at work. Oh shit. Oh, this stupid water. Come on. There we go. Crab bait. Yeah, I wish I had crab gear. Shit, that'd be cool. I don't have crab pots. I don't have a boat. I don't have the time or the money to go do that. So, not crab bait. Ooh, yeah. I like doing that first, just to get it out of the way. While I have the knife in my hand, while I have this type of knife in my hand, it's just mostly for efficiency purposes. Scrapey scrape. Yeah. It's noticeably later now. Even before I started the stream, I already cut 1,000 pounds of fish today. At least I think so. I'm not exactly sure. Probably a little bit under that actually, because most of it was salmon, and that takes well, red salmon, which doesn't sound too bad to me at least, but it's the pin boning it that takes forever, and that's by far the most pain in the ass part. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Turn that little bit of fin off now. Suka. One side, other side. It's alright. My phone dies all the time. Going for Saka and Sunday myself. All right. You're gonna go out to? Are you gonna go dip net at Kasilof? Well, actually, no. I think Kenai might be open. Kenai might be open now. We're pretty close to our limit, so we're not sure if we're gonna go to Kenai or Kasilof. That one had a few worms in it. Skinning knife. These I let the chains on so you can see what they look like when they're a bit bigger. They connect onto the back. They're like barely attached on there. They get pretty big when the fish get big. They can be pretty hefty. There's a lot of meat that people throw away on those things. Half and half. Halibut skin is okay to eat. I don't care for it. Washington. Oh, yeah. I got when someone says salmon fishing, I got a one-track mind, and I just assume you're a local here. One, two. I'm gonna use this bag instead. Next one. Halibut. This one's a little smaller. Oh, not miss. Ain't gonna be shit. Does anybody have any questions for me? Whatever. Put that in there. Those are gonna be some damn good nuggets. Oh yeah. I'll show you guys a different way to cut halibut when they get bigger. And also like I don't know, a lot of people like to cut halibut the other way. For me, unless the fish are huge, it's too time consuming, so it's kind of a waste of time. But I don't normally do it this other way with small fish. Okay. Start it off this way. Just as before. Cut through a little bit. Whatever. Not a big deal. Just fix it. Alright. Now what other people do is they'll cut up. But a lot of people start on the black side. I don't. I start on the white side. They'll do that. Then they'll cut next to the spine until it releases from the fish. That's how a lot of people do it. And then this side, tip of the knife, hold it open, break. That. And that. Now if I were to do it the other way, it would have been way faster. And the other side's basically the same thing but backwards. So the other side I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna do it normally. Oh shit. Whoops. Sorry, Brian. Alright. That never happened. It was only caught on camera. Anybody else see what happened there? Wow. I was hoping fish cutting live streams would be better than this. Like not that you guys aren't great, but like I thought I'd be, because the most people I've had watching my stream at one point was like I want to say about 1,000 people, which is cool. But like I'm also not doing this regularly because I have a lot of other things that going on. I wish I could be a full-time content creator. Obviously, I've got talent outside of, well, I mean, I can do stuff that's outside of the scope of cutting fish. It's just, I don't know, I like to do stuff that's fun. Like that. Okay. Still quite a bit of fish to go. That's okay. I can literally do this all day. Those just come right off. 1, 2. Oops. Half and half. My buddy said he wanted like 2-pound pieces, but they're just not going to fit in the bags like that. I really don't like curling fish up a lot. Dudes performing surgery? Yes, I am. Kind of. I forgot to bone this one. Thank you. These are my buddy's fish. These aren't even my fish. They caught them yesterday. I already did a bunch of sockeye salmon that my girlfriend caught while I was at work cutting fish, of course. And that was fun. That was 21 fish. Okay, another halibut. Oh, this one's a little bigger. Ah. It's all nice and cold. Actually, what I think I might do real quick is I'll take my other cooler inside. So so the fish doesn't get too warm. And I'll put gel packs in there. So yeah, we're gonna come back to this. I'm not gonna stop the stream. I'm just gonna walk away from it for a minute. Recovery time is a non-issue. Yep. You can say that again. This is Alaskan halibut. I'm setting my microphone down for a second, so I'm gonna take my things inside so you don't have to listen to dogs bark. So give me 1 second. Oh shit. I'm gonna get the screen wet. It looks okay still. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's heavy. Okay. Okay. I'm now back. Seems like a big fish. They get a lot bigger than that. Well, Boston, if it wakes up from surgery, then it's not my fault. That means my buddy didn't kill it hard enough. Okay. Back to it. If you guys wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay hungry. I've already made a couple of meme jokes this stream, so that's an accomplishment. This thing's stiff as a board. Yeah, there we go. It's good to flatten your fish out, especially a flat fish like this one. If you were to buy this in a store, this fish would be about 200 bucks. I got other cheeks in here. Butt cheeks. Then up, stab straight down. Yep. This one had a full stomach. Greedy bastard. Whew, stinks. Oh, it stinks a little bit. Just stinks because my buddy didn't gut him. That's fine, whatever. I don't mind. The people I work for when I was in the retail side, they get fish from New Zealand and they almost never gut them. Partially because they're getting them whole round, which means they're getting them guts in. So they're paying for the weight and they're going to try and get the customer to pay for the weight. You know what I'm saying? Why you cutting gnome senses, homie? I can't reference J-Rock with a fuck, man. Most of the time I can't. I can sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Probably the funniest reference you could come up with for J-Rock is a song, "If It Could Happen to You, It Could Happen to Me." I've been seeing the actor Jensen something online a lot lately. No, is it Jensen? No, it's not Jensen. I want to say Jennings. Shit. I'm probably way off. I kept cutting through the fish. Let the table do the work. This one got a little crushed. That wasn't my fault. Am I in Hawaii? No, I am in Anchorage, Alaska. Hawaii does not have halibut. Well, actually, no, they might have some type of halibut population that pops up here and there. Well, I doubt it. But nope. This is Pacific halibut that was caught by my buddy somewhere in saltwater. Saltwater. The town is called Ocean. No, I think it's down in like Seward or Whittier or something. I think it might have been Whittier. I'm trimming it down to the first parasites I see. My glasses, my sunglasses are also starting to get a little foggy. Makes sense. I was just looking at the sunlight. Our sun is just going down. Yep, ours is going to stay up for quite a while. Oh, no, not that one. It's not perfect, but it's okay. I like to bring my son up there on a fishing trip. Boat rentals are outrageous, just like everywhere. Yeah, you can say that again. I mean, out-of-state fishing licenses I heard are fairly reasonable. Boat rentals, I have no clue. I have a canoe. I have a canoe that I bought for $200 and it was wonderful value for money. I just realized something. They want me to put them in these. Okay. I'm actually gonna. I forgot. So I'm gonna put these in here. Put these halibut. Oh shit. Also in there. Oh, I got more bags. And put this halibut also in there. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Everyone hit that. Thank you very much. Thanks, Kevin. Oh, another one. This is taking a little bit longer than I expected, but it's not that bad. Okay, that cheek's ruined. I'm not even gonna bother with that. Cheek. Cheeky, breaky, damke. One side. Two sides. Yeah. Only 3 people watching. Whatever. That's fine. You know, if I had somebody holding the camera, this would be a lot more interesting. I understand that. Oh. That's fine. Starting to get some shade finally. Took it long enough. Holy shit. Oops. Fuka. I keep cutting through the feather bones. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. It's almost 8. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I'm gonna have to go empty out my basket because this thing weighs like 100 pounds. I'll do it after this fish. Well, so I don't have to walk away from the camera. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll just dump it into my cooler I got here. I'll just toss it after the stream's over. How many fish do you have left to cut? I don't exactly know. They're all big. They're all bigger fish, that's for sure. Yeah, I have no clue, to be honest with you. I mean, all the salmon together, that was 21 fish. I'm probably on like my, I don't know, maybe my 5th halibut now. And then I have one other type of fish, which I did mention earlier, but I will save for the suspense. Well, actually, it's not really that special a fish. It's Pacific cod, which is a very common fish up here and all around the world. You know, Atlantic, they have Atlantic cod, which is almost the same thing. And then there's Atlantic and Pacific black cod or sablefish. And then there's ling cod, which is actually a greenling. That's why they call it. It looks like cod, but it's actually a greenling, so that's why they call it ling cod. You got like Murray cod. Shit, there's a lot of types of cod on the planet, actually. Burbot, that's a freshwater cod, kind of freshwater greenling, which is pretty dope. Yeah, the meat on this stuff is absolutely delicious. I'm gonna use one of these bags as like an ice pack. Toss it in there. Get out of there, bitch. That's a nice halibut. Okay, give me a second. Let me look in here real quick. One, and two. All right, this is the last halibut. Oh yeah, I took care of your fish earlier, honey. It's in the house. I took care of all of it, and I set one aside for your friend. I'll find the tweezers later. Right now, I'm cutting some butt, or as my buddy at work says, it butt. You want to cut some butt? He likes to call black cod blackies, which is hilarious because he's like 61 or 62. You're welcome. I have my, I'm watching the chat on my phone, so the chat's a bit delayed for me. Idzie nachuj, suka, блядь. Somebody honking off in the background. Flip it. I've only got so much control over the angle, everybody. I really wish I could get you a better angle. Or, you know, not it being in one spot the entire time. I'm standing in a pool of water right now. Yeah, I'm not even gonna empty out my trash yet. I'm just gonna power through it. Pair. This has been a really relaxing day. Lingcod are close third to fresh tuna and halibut. Yeah, I like lingcod quite a bit. Halibut, I like halibut, but not as much as I like rockfish. And I have a lot of other fish that I like more than basically every fish that's in Alaska. I love sockeye salmon. I love king salmon, but there's a couple of fish on the planet for me that blow both of those out of the water. I've said them on streams in the past, but I do have the opportunity to buy some of one of them and have it shipped up here. I just gotta figure out how much it is, how long it's gonna take, and how much it's gonna cost. Like how long it's gonna take to get here, because I don't want to end up receiving some old ass fish. Pretty sure they'd be from Hawaii, but it's a fish that exists in almost every warm water ocean on the planet in one form or another. I bet you can't guess what it is. The name sometimes can really trigger people. A lot of worms in that one. Orange snapper. Well, there's red snapper. There's plenty of types of snapper that are orange. I don't know of a specific one that is orange. Well, that's called an orange snapper. My favorite type of snapper is hog snapper. Hands down, those are the best. No, there's no argument for me. You can't beat you literally, when it comes to the snapper world, you cannot beat hog snapper. Notice how I call it the snapper world. That's how I organize my fish in my head. They're in worlds or families. Families and worlds in that case are kind of the same thing. Bitch. These fillets are never going to be perfect, but that's okay. My knife's starting to get a little dull. Might be me getting complacent or something. I really don't know. Oh, did I just... No, I didn't wash the cheek down there. That was gut. I guess it is red snapper. No. Oh, you guess it is red snapper? Oh, okay, cool. And then you have, with red snapper, you have Caribbean and you have American red snapper, and they're not, they're called the same, but they're not the same. And they kind of look the same sometimes. Those two types of fish migrate in between grounds, but they're still separate fish. Pretty sure they have different Latin names and slightly different genes or something like that. It's kind of like the opposite thing with lingcod. They can have several different types of colors, but they're all actually the same. They can have several different colors with different pigments shown, but they're all the same type of fish. And they can change almost at will with some of them. There's certain ones they have full control over, and then there's certain ones that are purely environmental. All the ones I've caught were off Vancouver Island. Okay. You might get the blues down there, I don't know. All right, everybody. Oh, here's a brand new fish. I've never even filleted this before. This is Pacific cod. Dogs are barking now. Shit. Yeah, I need to watch this a lot. These things are pretty dopey looking. I'm not worried about the cheek. I'm not worried about saving the cheeks on them. It looks pretty thick, but there's not as much meat on this as you might think. It's also really slippery. Huh. Of course, it's gonna be soft as shit. That's fine. This is a first for me. I've never filleted this fish before. I mean, it looks like cutting black cod. Same shape. Sort of. Obviously, the texture of the meat's way different, and the bones in these I bet are a little bit harder. Oh, okay. Oh, almost fucked up. Oh wait. Oh, that's an anal fin. Huh. Okay. Oh, that's not half bad. I've done a lot worse than that. My knife's also starting to get dull. That's okay. Huh. These things are weird. I'll give you guys a close-up of the next one. Well, if I'm exactly 200 fish, this should be 201. Screwed that up a little bit, but that's okay. First time cutting these, doesn't matter. All right, well, that wasn't half bad. All right. Oh, get out of there. Last one. Oh, shit. Straighten it out. I'm actually gonna skin that first. I'm not even banking on a lot of people watching these, to be honest with you, because I'm really just live streaming stuff I'm going to do anyway. I leave the bellies on like that really for one reason, to hold the belly together so that way I can trim it off afterward. You know that's paper thin. Yeah, I should just, it doesn't really matter. Not with these. It's just the bellies are too thin. But you know, as you can tell, I do that with like all of my fish. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I've seen people pay for fillets that look 10 times shittier than that. Yeah. Simple. Not perfect, but that's okay. I'm just gonna leave that on. That off. So it rips. That one. Take the worm out. Alright. Stupid. I'll just put those in the bag. Oh, what the fuck? Well, I'm fixing my phone again. My phone gets a drop of water and then it goes haywire. Every single time. Okay, cool. Put the cod fillets in the bag. One time. Throw these in with the halibut. Put the halibut in the cooler. All right, last one. Not really worried about cheeking it, to be honest with you. Well, actually, this might be one of those fish that's better if you gut it first. You just slip the belly open. God damn, bro. A lot of guts to him. Holy shit. Ew. Yuck. I want to, but there's a lot here. We have like 100 pounds of scraps. We don't have a place to put any of this shit. Like I want to throw it in the garbage. I'm just being honest with you. Like that's a lot. It's way too. It's way more than we could ever use right now. Plus, I don't have a place to put it. Like I said, unless you wanted me to start making dog food tonight, which, frankly, I don't really want to do. Cause I can get scraps from work any day of the week. All we gotta do is prepare, and make sure we schedule our lives for, you know, schedule our time. Oh yeah, it's easier to do it that way. That's easy. One second. This is the very last fish, by the way, so I want to make sure I do this right. I don't want to fuck this up. Especially since this is only the second time I've ever cut Pacific cod. It's weird, the feather bones like separate in the middle. Yeah, you definitely don't cut these like black cod. No way in hell. All right. Screw that up a little bit. It's fine. Wow, that's a really awkward cut. Huh. That's fine. Other side's a little bit easier, I think. At least it's flat. See why I cut the heads off? It's not in the way. Yeah, that's a little bit easier. Okay. It's a little better. Man, there's a lot of worms, bro. Shit. It's fine. Ah. All right. I'm really happy you guys came out and watched me cut fish today. Even if it was for 7 seconds, that's fine. 6, 7 seconds, no worries. Okay, that's already improvement. Alrighty. So fucking glad you guys came out and watched today. It's amazing, every single one of you. I have no idea how many people actually watched this stream yet. I will know that here in a little bit. All right, I'm gonna leave those in there. I'm not too worried about it. Oh man, my ass itches. It's hot out here. All right, well, thank you very much, everyone, for watching today. My name is Starvin. Also, you can also call me Matt. And I hope every one of you has a wonderful day. Actually, oh yeah, have a great day.